As I look in this camera and realize that people are going to be watching this program, I think it's safe to say that maybe a third of the audience generally likes me. They think I'm a philosopher in prison for my ideas, and they don't want me in prison. But I think there's another third that really dislikes me intensely and thinks that I've led the young people astray. There's another third probably that couldn't care less. You're busy enough with your own lives that my debate with the United States government is yours. No, I never advocated drugs. I defended drugs, different drugs, against unscientific charges. As soon as you start saying marijuana is not a killer drug, you become an advocate.
In the people's mind.
Yeah, as I look in this camera and realize that people are going to be watching this program, I think it's safe to say that maybe a third of the audience generally likes me. They think I'm a philosopher in prison for my ideas, and they don't want me in prison. But I think there's another third that really dislikes me intensely and thinks that I've led the young people astray. There's another third probably that couldn't care less. You're busy enough with your own lives that my debate with the United States government is no concern of yours. Probably know as much or more about how the nervous system works, as far as the galactic outposts of awareness and the range of the human experience any scientist. If you're really a good philosopher, you're coming out with new ideas about the seven great destiny questions that are going to rattle the walls of the social institution. Most of the men that I model myself after have been lucky that they got away with in prison for their idea. That the nervous system is key to all human knowledge. I've been looking for instruments, microscopes, to see how the mind works. The nervous system is a biochemical structure. Drugs have fuels and instruments like tractors and jet engines expand our muscles and legs. We're going to study a nervous system. Drugs are one of the major tools. The philosopher is looking not just at the narrow research aspects, but for the implications. The great questions of where did we come from, where are we going, we're on this planet, this spaceship Earth, how do we belong to each other, how can we use our heads? So that I've always been interested in finding ways of using our nervous system as an instrument to answer the basic questions of life. I think any scientist who really gets to the frontier of his science gets to these basic questions, gets kind of mystical, gets philosophical, it's inevitable, and I've accepted that responsibility. I think we need, at this time, a new philosophy. We've run out of the great navigational ideas of how we're going to get the great ship moving in the right direction. Well, my main message is use your head, specifically. Learn how to use your nervous system. It's just, for the last 15 years, I've been studying my own nervous system. I've gotten to use my own nervous system the way Leeuwenhoek and the first men that got the microscope, or Galileo, the first guy that got the telescope. It takes years to learn how to focus it and dial it and tune it. I know that the nervous system is a computer. You can program it in many different directions. It's like a series of motion picture television cameras. We can focus it and turn it around on different objects. It's electronic, it's electric, and we can dial it and tune it. It's there to be used. And the challenge of the human race right now, I call it the neurological age we're going into, we've got to learn how to use our head. It's a little more to do with drugs than Einstein has to do with the atomic bomb.
Now, all the way through, you never did 10 years ago.
When I was lecturing, if you read my books, less than 10% of any book I've ever written, or 10 or 50% of any lecture I've given, is on drugs. And usually, the drug question came up in the question and answer periods afterwards. Now, when Albert Einstein got to a particular heaven, or folsom prison hell, wherever his destiny led him, and he began talking about the equations of space-time and the relativity theory, I know there was a reporter or a television man saying, yeah, Albert, but what about the atomic bomb? And he'd say, yeah, it's true that there was crazy mixed-up kids got a hold of that atomic bomb and based my theories and blew up Nagasaki and Hiroshima. So I have to take the responsibility for drugs as being one part of the philosophy that I've been teaching and studying. working on.
Are you?
No, I never advocated drugs. I defended drugs, against unscientific charge. But as soon as you start saying marijuana is not a killer drug, you become an advocate.
In the people's mind.
Yeah. As I look in this camera, I realize that people are watching this program. I think it's safe to say that maybe a third of the audience generally likes me. They think I'm a philosopher in prison for my ideas. They don't want me in prison. I think there's another third that dislikes me intentionally.